안녕하십니까. 북 리딩의 브루스리입니다. 안나 카레니나 지난 시간에 이어서 낭독해 드리겠습니다. Having finished the paper, a second cup of coffee, and a roll and butter, he got up, brushed the crumbs from his waistcoat, and expanding his broad chest, smiled happily, but not because he felt particularly pleased. His happy smile was simply the result of a good digestion. But the happy smile at once reminded him of everything, and he grew thoughtful. Two childish voices. Oblonsky recognized the voices of Ganesha, his youngest boy, and Tanya, his eldest daughter, were heard on the other side of the door. They were pushing something along and had dropped it. "I told you you can't put passengers on the roof," the little girl cried in English. "Now pick them up." Oh, everything's in the state of confusion. Oblonsky thought. Here are the children running wild, and going up to the door, he called them in. They dropped the box, which was supposed to be a train, and came into the room. The girl, her father's favorite, ran in boldly, threw her arms around him, and wrapping hung round his neck, enjoying as she always did the familiar scent of his whiskers, having kissed his face, flushed from a stooping position and beaming with tenderness. The girl unclasped her hand and was about to run away, but her father detained her. "How's mommy?" he asked, stroking his little daughter's smooth, tender neck. "Hello," he said, smiling at the little boy who had come up to greet him. He was aware that he did not care as much for the boy as for the girl, and he always tried to treat them in the same way. But the boy felt it, and he did not respond with a smile to his father's cold smile. "Mommy, she is up," replied the girl. Oblonsky sighed. So she hasn't slept all night again, he thought. How is she? Cheerful? The little girl knew that her father and mother could not be cheerful, and that her father must know that, and that he was pretending when he asked about it so lightheartedly. and she blushed for her father. He realized it at once, and he also blushed. I don't know, she said. She told us not to have lessons, but go for a walk to Granny's with Miss Hall. Well, no, darling. No, wait, he said, holding her back, nevertheless, and stroking her soft little hand. He took a box of sweets from the mantelpiece where he had put it the night before and gave her 2 sweets he knew she liked best, a chocolate and a fruit pastel. For Kanisha, said the little girl, pointing to the chocolate. Yes, and stroking her shoulder again, he kissed her at the roots of her hair and the nape of her neck and let her go. The carrier is ready, sir, said Matvey, but there's a woman, petitioner, waiting to see you. Has she been here long? Asked Oblonsky. About half an hour, sir. How many times have I told you to let me know at once? But I must give you time, sir, to finish your coffee at least, said Matvey in the rough, friendly tone which made it impossible to get angry with him. Well, ask her in at once, said Oblonsky, frowning with vexation. The woman, a major widow by the name of Karenina, asked him to do something that was absolutely impossible and unreasonable. But, as usual, Oblonsky made her sit down, heard her out attentively and without interruption, gave her detailed advice how and to whom to apply, and even wrote her notice in his large, sprawling, attractive, and legible hand to the person who might be useful to her. Having gotten rid of the major's widow, Oblonsky took his hat and stopped for a moment, trying to think whether he had forgotten anything. But it seems he had forgotten nothing except the one thing he wanted to forget, his wife. Oh, yes. He lowered his head and his handsome face assumed a cheerless expression. To go or not to go, he asked himself, and an inner voice told him that it would be useless to go, that it would only result in hypocrisy, that it was impossible to patch up or put right their relationship because it was impossible to make her attractive and desirable again, or turn him into an old man incapable of love. Nothing could come of it now except lies and hypocrisy. And lies and hypocrisy were contrary to his nature. However, I shall have to do it sooner or later, he said, trying to summon up courage, for it can't be left as it is. He drew himself up, took out a cigarette, lit it, inhaled once or twice, threw it into a mud of pearl shell-shaped ashtray, crossed the gloomy drawing room with rapid steps, and opened another door, which led into his wife's bedroom. Thank you for your listening. See you next time.